this course, the way I prepared, it's for advance, okay? So if you can speak a little bit, you can write a little bit, you can listen, you can read, you should be good. You should be good. But in case you don't get it, please don't panic. Just take your time, and then the place you don't get it out right, you can watch that over and over, okay? So you can, to me, from my humble opinion, okay, this is how I do. In case, when you study, you don't get it right, don't panic. Take your time, leave your computer a little bit or your TV, and then after that, come back later on and then study again, okay? So the way I prepare this, we're going to focus on writing, not listening, not reading or speaking. No, just writing, okay? So, lelo na ko continue, lelo to ko travailler kaka na writing. Tango na solo ba listening, elinko ba ko yoka. Writing elinko ba ko kuma. Reading elinko ba ko tanga. Speaking elinko ba ko loba oral, okay? Na uzonga la lisusu. Listening elinko ba ko yoka. Writing elinko ba ko kuma. Reading elinko ba ko tanga. Speaking elinko ba koloba, okay? Toloba oral. Alors, toye awa, pona ko koma bien. Pona ko yeba ko koma bien même na français. Pona yeba ko koma ki toye senga ka grammaire no ifo za malam, okay? Yango na komi awa. In order to write well in English, he or she should understand the basics of the language, okay? So most of the time, like the difficult part in English is the verb, okay? Because look, English is not you see, in my back home, we speak like, I can say like we born not even bilingual, because for example, my parents' house, we speak Lingala, French, Kikongo, so it's not bilingual, it's more than that. Right, and then when you add French, is more. So everybody, like the way I can put it, each child who born in Africa or North America, 99% those kids or children are bilingual, because most of their parents are immigrant. Even here in Canada, one of the parents, it could be like he can be he or she an immigrant parents. Okay, so yeah, so yana soloba tant to bota ma na Afrique na Afrique nyonso tu na koloba ka na Afrique. Ya pesa example na Congo, mwana nyonso bota ma na Congo, même na Angola aza kutu bilingual, aza more than bilingual. Po toloba lingala na ndako, toloba français na ndako, toloba kikongo na ndako. Osomona. Donc automatiquement mwana nyonso bota mi na Congo aza aleki de bilingual. Pour le lingala zolo français, donc il ko lo bagoza bilingual. Vous comprenez? On va me gilende ni makambo ni ostubu na tanyo na classe, poto na bandi université. Na tana na zoki baku ya linguistics, baku ya nini mwa mingi. Okay? To hear our guys, look, we have a pronouns, okay? The main reason we use the pronoun, sometimes the pronoun can replace the noun, okay? So in this case, this one is a possessive adjective, okay? It's not a pronoun. In this case, in case you say, oh, why you put that there? I just put this in case, that way you understand. We have the subject pronoun, okay? It's like I, you, he, she, it, we, you, there. This one is like in the form of a plural form, okay? Here, you. So if I say I, you, he, this one is like one person. She, he is like, for example, let's say I'm Guylain, right? You are, let's say a person there in singular. He is like a man, one man. She is like a female, one female. It like an animal, okay? Or an object. We is like, the way I can put it, it's like, it's like I in the form of the plural form, okay? You is like in the form of plural, and then there, okay? So the main reason we use the pronoun in case we want to replace the noun, we use the pronoun in case of repeating it. So I'm gonna give you an example for some. The example I can provide you guys, if you speak French, for example, somebody asks you in French, okay? This is how we say in French. In French, vous avez combien d'enfants? Tu as combien d'enfants? You don't say, vous avez combien des enfants? Tu as combien des enfants? Non. Vous avez, I can say like, tu as combien d'enfants? Vous avez combien d'enfants? So, you see, I'm not going to say, j'ai 2 enfants, j'ai 3 enfants. No. Because you're repeating that enfant. So, instead of saying, j'ai 2 enfants, you can say in French, j'en ai 2. Tu as combien d'enfants? Vous avez combien d'enfants? J'en ai 2. J'en ai 3. J'en ai 4. So, j'en ai, okay, it's replacing the kid, your children. So, I'm just giving you an example to understand, okay? Yana soloba. So, kda bazo tuna, osana bana boni. Mjatuni osana bana boni. Oloba teke nasana bana, ni bale misatu. Mena français malamu, so mjatuni, tu as combien d'enfants? Tu as combien des enfants? Non, on est en français, ma belle. Tu as combien d'enfants? Vous avez combien d'enfants? Boloba, j'en ai 2. J'en ai 3. Ok? Boloba, bon. So, vous comprenez tout nangai. Me, you, him, her, it, us, you, them. Okay? Oh, I just spoke to my brother. Oh, did you talk to him? Did you talk to him? I just spoke to my brother, and then in case my friends ask you, or my buddy ask me, oh, did you speak to him? So, my, your, his, her, it's, our, your, their. So this one, sometimes if English is not your first language, you may struggle to understand, to use this sometimes. Mine. You know when in French we say la mienne. Okay? Tienne, it's this one. Okay? So, mine, yours, his, her, ours, yours, theirs. Okay? Myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourself, yourself, themselves. Okay? So I'm gonna repeat. I'm gonna go back and repeat. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, there. Okay? Me, this is for subject pronouns. Okay? Object pronouns. Me, you, him, her, it, us, you, them. My, your, he, her, it, our, your, their. Mine, yours, his, hers, ours, yours, theirs. Myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourself, themselves. Okay? So, I can say, for example, if I say, I go to school every day. Okay? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? It's me. My house. It's mine. It's mine. I live myself. I live alone. Sometimes if English is not your first language, you're going to say at the beginning, you may say, oh, I live myself. Okay? Sometimes people say that, but when we use the sentence, you're going to understand, okay? We come here. So, we're going to use verb to be and have. Verb to be in French is like je suis. Okay? Je suis. This one, verb to be. Okay? I, you, he, she, it, we, you, there. This is the one I'm talking about. The subject pronoun. This is the one I'm using here. Now, I am, this one is a verb. You are, this one a verb. He is, this one a verb. She is, this one a verb. It is, this one a verb. We are, this one a verb. You are, this one a verb. They are, this one a verb. So, this Sorry, and these are the subject pronoun. Okay, so we come here to have this one verb, être in French. Okay, to be is verb être in French. Now to have in French we say like for example I can say j'ai 2 enfants. When I say j'en ai deux, it's a different story. Okay? So I have. I is a subject pronoun. You have. He has. She has. It has. We have. You have. They have. So this is a verb. I have. Have. Have is a verb. Has, have, have. This one is a verb. Okay? So these one are pronoun. So, in case of here, to walk, in French mean marcher. To speak means parler. So, I walk, you walk, he walks, she walks, it walks, we walk, you walk, they walk. Okay? I walked to school yesterday. Or we can say Guylain walks to school to work. Okay? So if I say Guylain walks to school yesterday, in that case become in a past tense. But in this case, when I say I walk, is a present. In this case, so it's like you see. If I go back a little bit, please. So let's see. In this case, I'm talking the habit or the repeat action. Okay, so it's like when I say, for example, here, I speak. In this case, it's a habit or repeat action, okay? I speak. You speak. He speaks. You speaks. It speaks. We speak. You speak. They speak. Okay? So, na ona zoloba to work eza kotambola. Otobi loba marche eza kotambola. Tona lobi I work na tamboli. Eza lokola ndizo utambola wa mikolo nyonso. Na ta oyo eza lokola usa lokola na loba tana loba action ngeza lokola ndizo ku bandela ngombala na mbala. Okay? Na lingala. Yana loba I work. Ko work elinko loba ko tambola. Nazo tambola. Mais na ta ona zo loba nango sukeza lokola ni na tamoko présent mais na sala ngomiko eza lokola action moko nazo répéter ngombala na mbala. Okay? Ou eza verbe ko tambola. Na kozongela mpo okake ozo comprendre te. I work. You work. He works. She works. It works. We work. You work. They work. Ou eza verbe parler. I speak. You speak. He speaks. She speaks. It speaks. We speak. You speak. They speak. You may say, oh, Guylain, then in our Zoloba, you speak. Our Zoloba. Naka, oh, you speak. Eza mutu moko na singular. Sikoyo, na you speak awa, eza na pluriel. Okay? Eza lokwata na loba, j'ai, tu. Omoni awa. Song na zongi mba umwamu, okay? Guys, forgive me. Omoni oh, eza ba subject pronom. Eza lokwa ba pronom sujet. Ou eza lokola j'ai, tu, okay? Il, elle. Na français tozaka na it na français tozana ngote po ba nyama to utilizaka elle, il to elle. Eza dépendre na genre. Okay? Sikoyo oui yango na français tozobenga nous. You yango na français tozoloba vous. There na français yang tozoloba, elle na pluriel, il na pluriel. Donc yang tozoloba wana. Vous comprenez? Si vous comprenez, vous tindez la mi tuna na répondre bino ça ne na répondre bino, OK? Tu awa na temps présent. Na temps présent na obindeti he speaks well. Na passé he spoke well. Na présent guys. So, in this case, I'm using to speak as a habit or repeat action. Okay? In this case here I put in present tense when I say he speaks well. Okay? This is the present tense. Look at this verb. So in past tense, he spoke well. In present perfect, he has spoken well. In past perfect, this is the past perfect, he had spoken well. The future, he will speak well. The future perfect, he will have spoken well. So if in case I want to take this subject pronoun out to put like a name or a noun, I can say like Amy speaks well. In this case, it's he, it's a man, right? Let me put, for example, Steve. Instead of a female, let's put Steve. Steve speaks well. Steve spoke well because it's the past. Steve has spoken well. We come here. Steve had spoken well. In the future, Steve will speak well. In the future, perfect, Steve will have spoken well. Okay? So if in case we want to put in the feminine, we can say like this. Abby speaks well. Abby spoke well. Abby has spoken well. Abby had spoken well. If we come here, Abby will speak well. Abby will have spoken well, okay? Because we look at the time. In this case here is the present. This one the past. This one present perfect. This one the past perfect. This one the future. This one the future perfect, okay? So, but I'm going to explain to you guys more in case you don't get it, okay? If you don't get it, it's okay. We come here. The same here, okay? The same. That's what I put here to understand, okay? That's what I put here. Steve speaks well. So in this case, Steve is a noun. It's a proper noun. Okay? Naka oyo Steve is a no proper. Is a okola ndeti no person did example Guylain, André, Paulin, Pauline, Mireille, Eric, Karine, Justin, Clinton, Abby. Those ones are the proper noun. Okay? So, in this case, I'm not using the subject pronoun. No, I'm using the noun, the proper noun. That's why I say Steve speaks well. Steve spoke well. Steve has spoken well. Okay? Steve had spoken well. Steve will speak well. Steve will have spoken well. Okay? Because the tense is different. When here is the present, Steve speaks well. This is the present. In the past, Steve spoke well. Okay? The present perfect, Steve has spoken well. Okay? Now, the past perfect, Steve had spoken well. Future, in the future we say Steve will speak well. The future perfect, Steve will have spoken well. Sometimes you may say, why do we use, for example, in the case, Steve going to speak well, right? I'm going to explain to you guys later on, why do we use I'm going to speak or I'm gonna speak, those one I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna explain to you guys later. But in this case, this one is academic. I want you guys to understand it, okay? Naka oyo nazo kolobela eza academic. Nalingi bo comprendre ngo malamu, okay? So ko comprendre ngo ubano koloba anglais malamu ubano kokoma malamu, okay? So ya ona solo ba so comprendre makambo ubano koma anglais malamu. Moni bata oyo. Na français tout ça ko na bata moko eza présent. Tout ça na bata moko eza imparfait. Plus que parfait, mais dans un cours ya français na opesa bino oeza ko na expliquer no makambo nyonso tout na français pour comprendre no malamu. Oloba mais yo ko expliquer biso na français mais ndenge ni est-ce que yo tangi français oui. Na tangi ba cours français na université. Alors na ko sa nyonso na expliquer bino na tangi sa bino oyo na yekoli. Guys, I mastered French when I in my second year at university. So I mastered French. So I learned French, okay? So I'm going to try my best as I can to provide you guys, to coach you guys, okay? French, okay? So, yeah, so that's what I can say. So if I come back here a little bit, in case you don't get it, repeat. So if you don't get it, leave it for a little bit, go for a walk or do something else, come back, watch again, you should be good, okay? So I'm going to stop here for today. So thank you so much. You guys take care. Bye-bye.